I've got some great news. Great for me. Sorry. I am officially finished with work. Yesterday, I put in my last full day and I have just a little bit of cleanup to do, and I am so retired now. I'm ready now. I'm 71. I've been working since I was 14, various jobs, owned different companies, did all kinds of interesting work. But it's time to stop now. So that's what I'm going to. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Stop. Before I get started, please subscribe to the channel so we can keep in touch, and give me a like and give me opinion on information that I'm sharing with you, and just the channel in general. I'm learning as I go. I appreciate it. I am feeling a little weird about walking away from something that I created. I've worked for lots of people, but I've also owned a couple of businesses, and I have a large laundry service, and I gave it to my son pretty much, or handed him the reins and said, "Here you go. You're nice and young. You can go for it. Mom's going to go out here and live on the ocean." And I know an awful lot about it, but at some point you have to walk away and say, you guys figure out that you're not supposed to mix baking soda and vinegar. These are, these are things for you to do. Mom's gonna go. So, and people have a tendency to help you leave. They're like, okay, we got that. Yeah, cool, we got that. You go right ahead. They're not dismissing you. They're helping you to disengage, and it's very much appreciated, I have to say. At 71, the world, now that I've done my work and I've saved what I could, I have Social Security. I'm not rich by any stretch, but I know that I can go and live the life that I wanted to, and I want to come off land. I can't afford to live in Southern California. I like to go now. So I figured out, I did all the math, and I know that I can go live on multiple cruise ships, not like one that goes around the world, but multiples, and do just different hopping. And I'm free to do that. I'm going to leave my apartment. I'm going to get rid of the car. I mean, I'm pretty dang close to being absolutely ready. The only thing I had to do, I have my insurance settled, and I have to, I had to finish my days of work, which I have done, and I also had to, as I said, get the insurance done, downsize the stuff that I have. Still need to sell the car, but those things can now go forward because I've finished my biggest responsibility. Some things that people have said, yeah, you've worked a long time. What are some of the things that you've learned along the way? There's a lot, and as many have, we've done lots of different jobs, things that you would never want to do again, and things that you would revisit if you could. I can think of a few that I would never go back and do, but strong work ethic I learned from working. I don't know if we still have that. I don't know if there's millennials or no labels, people who haven't had to really work under in most any situation has a strong work ethic, and I'm really glad that I was taught to work and stay with it, and I believe that I pass it on to my kids. So another important thing that I've learned is pick a path, whether you're going to work for yourself, you're going to work for someone else, and some sort of something, insurance, car fixing, office, whatever it's going to be. But always keep your resume up to date and never fully unpack. You never know what can happen in work. You all know that. You're in one day and out the next day, the whole place is shut down. And you're like, dang, I got nowhere to go. So if your resume is always sharpened and current, you can always at least not fall back on that, but you'll have something to be ready for. Another thing I wish I had done, and I didn't do it as well as I'm preaching to my own kids: save a little each week. $20 doesn't matter, but you've got the benefit of time. You're only 30. They're only 30, and you've got a long way to go, and put a little bit aside, because this thing that's going on here with me is going to happen, hopefully, and you're going to live this long. You're going to need that. I know I needed it, and I wish I had done it a little bit more and taken myself a bit more serious. I wish I had. And along the way, misery loves company. That's an old saying, and Mom used to have a whole bunch of them. And the apple doesn't fall right from the tree or something. Doesn't fall far from the tree. People love company, and when they have screwed up their sandbox, they're going to try to pull you off yours. And stay focused. If this is what you want to do, don't let the drugs, don't let the this, the that pull you off. And I had to really keep focused on that, and I'm glad I did. It's really easy to fall off and sort of give up. So anywho, so what's next? I've done as I said, I did the insurances in place. The downsizing is 80% done. I finally finished my job. It's like kind of weird that it's all done. It's like someone lifted the needle off the record, and here we are. I'm going to go, as I've told you before, go and live on cruise ships. And I'm going to give up the apartment in the next month or so, pack up just a suitcase and a bag. I don't need a lot. No, I never needed a lot. I was always into downsizing, so I don't like stuff. I don't like it hanging on me, and I don't like tchotchkes and all that stuff. I'm done. So I put my plan in place because I'm in the 3rd chapter here. I'm not going to sit here in some old folks' home and just wait. I'm not into it. I'm not going to do that. Not when I can, still walk on board a ship or walk up the stairs to an airplane. We're going. I'm going. So I'm walking in with open eyes. I'm welcoming you too. If you're going to go out and travel, or you're going to move, or you're going to nomad around the world, or you're going to take the RV or whatever you're going to do. TikTok, man. My mom used to say that. Another one from Mom. If not now, when? What are you waiting for? So I'm heeding my own advice. What am I waiting for? So open eyes, open heart, and I'll be seeing you because we are now underway. Thank you. Bye.